1 Samuel 15:22. But Samuel replied, "What is more pleasing to the Lord, your burnt offerings and sacrifices, or your obedience to his voice? Listen, obedience is better than sacrifice, and submission is better than offering the fat of rams." Most people think Saul lost the kingdom because he failed. That's not what happened. Saul lost the kingdom because he edited what God said. God gave him a command that was clear: destroy everything. Not some of it, not most of it, everything. Nothing was supposed to survive. But Saul looked at what God told him to destroy and decided some of it was worth keeping. He spared the enemy king. He kept the best sheep, the strongest cattle, the things that looked valuable. And in Saul's mind, this was not rebellion. It was wisdom. It was strategy. It was improving the situation. Because when people begin drifting from obedience, they rarely call it disobedience. They call it being reasonable. They call it thinking for themselves. But heaven calls it something else: rebellion. When the prophet Samuel arrived, Saul greeted him with confidence. "May the Lord bless you. I have carried out the Lord's command." That is the most dangerous sentence Saul ever spoke, because Saul believed it. He believed he had obeyed God. But Samuel heard something Saul was pretending not to hear: the sound of sheep. The evidence of disobedience was alive. So Samuel asked the question that shattered Saul's story: "If you obeyed the Lord, why do I hear sheep?" Saul immediately shifted the blame. The soldiers brought them. The people kept them. They saved them for sacrifice. Notice what Saul did. He replaced obedience with religion. He believed sacrifice could fix disobedience. He believed a spiritual act could cancel a rebellious decision. But God was not asking for sacrifices. God was asking for obedience. And Samuel answered Saul with words that ended his reign. "What is more pleasing to the Lord, your sacrifices or your obedience?" Then Samuel delivered the truth Saul did not expect: obedience is better than sacrifice. In that moment, Saul finally admitted it: "I have sinned." But listen to what he said next: "I was afraid of the people, so I gave in to them." That is where Saul actually lost the kingdom. Not with the sheep, not with the cattle, but with fear. Because the moment you fear people more than God, you will start editing what God told you to do. You will soften the command. You will keep what God said remove. You will protect what God said destroy. And you will convince yourself it still counts as obedience. But heaven does not call that obedience. Heaven calls it rebellion. Samuel then told Saul something most people never imagined could happen: "The Lord has rejected you as king." In that moment, the kingdom left Saul. But here is the frightening part: Saul still looked like the king. He still wore the crown. He still stood in the palace. But what God gave him had already been removed. Because the moment you start rewriting what God said, you are no longer following him. You are following yourself. And people are still repeating Saul's mistake today. God says, remove it. You manage it. God says, cut it off. You keep part of it. God says, obey. You offer sacrifice instead. You pray louder. You worship harder. You serve more. But the one thing God asked for never happened. And the altar is still full. But heaven is still waiting for obedience. 1 Samuel 15:22. Obedience is better than sacrifice, and submission is better than offering the fat of rams. Examine yourself.